Alright, so Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and a few of you have been asking me my tips for survival over holiday treats. And typically, I think for us anyways, and for a lot of you, sometimes you're even doing two, but if you're doing it, celebrating with both sides of the family. And so we want to make sure that you're keeping up with your fat loss goals, and I'm gonna show you today my stuffing recipe that I've used for the last several years. And but first, I just want to encourage you to start with a salad. So that's easy to do if you want to bring a salad. Offer to bring a salad, but start with a salad. That will fill you up, and then load your plate with vegetables. So lots of Brussels sprouts are my favorite, but whatever kind of vegetables you've got, load up on that. Potatoes are not our friendly vegetable for fat loss. They are one of my personal favorites to eat, mashed potatoes. I love them, but for fat loss, not great. But for me, I love potatoes. I'm going to have a few, so I would rather indulge on that and dessert and leave out the bread and the stuffing. So because of that, I've created a brown rice stuffing that I've used. And it is based on my grandma's recipe that she taught me years ago that you used with bread. And really all I've done is supplement my brown rice instead of bread. So, you know, change it up, use it as you feel necessary. Some people like to add cranberries and different things. I'm not a cranberry person, so I don't do that. But if that's your thing, then play with it until you find something that you like. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I've done. I've created here, I just made some rice. My turkey's not very big that I'm stuffing, so I did this is 2 cups of cooked rice. I have done it if I have a larger turkey with 4. This is 2 cups of cooked rice. So I cook the rice first just as you would normal, just with water, nothing fancy. So I have that in a big bowl here. And I have cut up 2 onions, just regular 2 onions, and then celery. I use probably about 4 or 5 stalks of celery in this. I just chop them up. So you can see them here, okay? And I'm just going to add them to my rice, just like that. Okay, so I've got my 2 onions, and I love onions, so I added a lot. If you don't, you can kind of change that up. And celery I'm not super big on, but it's great for taste, so I added a little bit of that. I'm just going to stir it around. And then comes the butter, okay? So I have melted butter here that I melted, and this is a ½ a cup, okay? And I'm just going to pour it in nice and slow, and then I'm going to use my hands and mush it up like that, just as you would with regular stuffing, okay? The onions make it smell awesome. And I'm going to add my poultry seasoning. Now I'm big on poultry seasoning, I love it. So I always add a ton of poultry seasoning to my dressing. That's just me. Usually if I'm making a big turkey, I might use this whole entire thing. Might not do that today. Turkey's not that big. But I like it to be brown, that's just me. So I'm adding all my poultry seasoning and some pepper, and some salt, and there you have it, okay? And then I'll probably use my hands and get it mushed so it's just the consistency of stuffing. There you have it. Stuff the turkey, and it is delicious. So hopefully you enjoyed that little recipe tip for Thanksgiving weekend, and we look forward to seeing you all on Monday morning to work you out and work out all of your treats. But remember that for fat loss, you can still win for holidays. You can still have the turkey, have lots of vegetables, do a brown rice stuffing, cut the wheat out, keep the wheat out, and indulge on a dessert, a pie, whatever's your thing instead. You don't have to throw it all out this weekend. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and enjoy.